Martha Stewart speaking candidly to Barbara Walters in a one-on-one. The domestic diva saying that she is innocent, that she didn't break the law when she dumped those shares of Imclone stock. And last night, Barbara Walters shared that interview on The Factor with Bill O'Reilly.
What's the highlight, the headline?
I'm a human being. I want you to know about it. Don't judge me on whether you like me or dislike me. That should not be a part of this condemnation or trial.
All right. Now, I want to run this clip.
Okay.
All right. And then we'll discuss whether you think she was honest to you. Let's run the clip.
What's been the most painful part of all of this?
I think a delay in a good life, a hiatus in a really fine existence. At my age, there's no time for an unexpected, undesirable, unwanted hiatus. None. One that you can't really control. It's difficult.
Especially for a lady who's used to control?
Well, especially for a lady who has lots more to do.
Okay, big question. Will the interview make people feel sorry for Martha Stewart? Let's talk about that this morning with Michelle Jordan, a media strategist. Michelle, you know, some people have been sort of waiting for Martha backlash, if you will, that there is going to come a point where finally people say, you know, let's stop beating up on this woman already. Do you think this interview gets us to that point?
I didn't really think it does. I think the real question is, what was Martha trying to achieve by doing this interview? And she's made it very clear from the beginning. She's protested her innocence. And she has every right to do that, and indeed, she may be innocent. But what she should be concentrating on right now is really what's going to go on in that court of law. And indeed, if she does get the innocent verdict, that will do more for her reputation than going on Barbara Walters.
Well, sure. Michelle, but that said, if you were advising Martha Stewart, would you tell her to shut up and not talk to Barbara Walters?
Well, you know, it depends at what stage that advice was requested. Way early on, at the very beginning, you know, what tends to taint a personality or a company is not the crisis itself, but it's the way the communication is handled.
Sure.
And I think from the beginning, Martha's really got this wrong. And at this stage, I feel that by going on the Barbara Walters show, all she's doing is rehashing the stuff that is more embarrassing to her than to anybody else, and it's not really going to help her get closer to getting that innocent verdict.
So you don't think it makes a difference? Just go to trial and let the jury speak. Since I have you here, Michelle, the other person, obviously, we've been covering this case pretty closely throughout the day. Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie.
What does this do for her image? Where does she go career-wise after this?
We go from Miss Perfect to the Queen of Nice, right?
Yeah.
You know, the interesting thing is that Rosie sort of has chosen to withdraw from the public life. I mean, she no longer has a television show. I think she's indicated that she wants to be a public person. I think that the issue with Rosie is, you know, again, it's not so often what you say, it's how you say it. And if Rosie, like so many of these celebrities, could sort of inject into her demeanor a degree of humility, actually a heap of humility and some civility, I think she'd probably do quite well on this. But, you know, unfortunately, her approach is sort of strident, self-righteous, and arrogant. And I feel it's backfiring. But, you know, once the process gets into the court of law, the best advice is to shut up and let that take its course.
All right. Well said, Michelle Jordan. Good to talk with you this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.